Welcome everybody. Welcome to the movement. This is your boy Big J Too Lit, and we are featuring the queen, the best to ever do it, the best to keep it and hold it down for the kick community. Let me introduce you guys to LaurenShayLA. How's it going? How's it going?
That's me. You know me. I'm blessed and highly favored in spite of. That's just like to add that part in. I
Oh
just have
yeah,
to
oh
add
yeah,
that
oh
part
yeah.
in
Hey,
because
you know what?
sometimes they would want you to be defeated or to feel away, but none of that. We don't do none of that here. We just, no matter what's going on, we always gonna say that we are blessed and highly favored because it's not about always how
Yes.
you feel. It's about who you are.
That I love that. I love that. So I don't know who don't know who Lauren Shay is, but you know what? I will give her the floor to let her introduce herself.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a lot of people that say I am just a grain of salt on a beach. But a beach of some awesome streamers. So thank you again for having me. I'm
It's
Lauren
a
Shay,
pleasure. It's a
LA
pleasure.
from South Central LA. Today was a good day, not to be confused with Louisiana. We love Louisiana, but that's not where I hail from. A lot of people always ask about that. So it's South Central LA. Today was a good day. I'm a variety streamer on Kick. I'm a Kick partner. I'm actually the first Kick partners from the first class. I was the first, one of two Black queens to be accepted into the program, and all that good stuff. I guess kind of shaped the program. Um,
Yes.
I was the first Black woman on Kick to be verified, to get her subs enabled, and now I'm out here in these streets, always repping for the kings, queens, and royalty, and doing the best we can to help everybody who might have like lower viewership or they're trying to grow on Kick. We always try to help people reach affiliate, hit their goals. I am a trap queen, where we have a
Hey.
group called Trap House. We try to help people and just support them on their streaming goals. And that's me, y'all, in a nutshell. I'm always blessed and highly favored. I try to bring good energy. One thing that I've changed about something that I usually say is, and it's still true. There's a lot of darkness in this world, so I try to make this the happiest place on Kick and make this a place of light. But one thing I had to really sit back and just reflect on, I was like, Lauren, there's not only a lot of darkness in this world, there's a lot of darkness in myself. So me having this streaming and having this platform to be able to have a space of light and just happiness really has improved my mental health, improved my life quality. And I hope that you guys being a part of this also helps you guys as well.
I could definitely say that I learned a lot, and just a lot of people may not say it, but I look up to a lot of content creators, and you're one. I see a lot of your posts on Twitter. I see what you bring on Kick, and I love the energy, and I love the people that you surround yourself with. I love the atmosphere, the moderators, from the people that supporting you. It's just an amazing feeling, and that's the kind of stuff that a lot of content creators would love to have. They are inspired and motivated to have. So I just want to say that I do look up to you, and I appreciate everything you do as far as the community and everything you do as yourself, and just you are an inspiration to everybody.
Thank you so much. I just do be doing the best I can, baby. Y'all inspire me.
And I just I when I came to this Kick platform, I honestly didn't know what was to come of it, because like I started off on Mixer, and that was about 5 years ago. So I started off on Mixer. I could have gotten close to a partnership. Who knows? I'll just say I was close, but then that went to Facebook Gaming, and I tried it, but I didn't. I just, the whole name thing. I know many people wasn't going to support me because of their names being showed, and so I just went to Twitch.
Oh,
So I went to Twitch, and I did that for about 3 years. And honestly, it was kind of like, how can you put it? You want to support people, but you're limited to supporting and getting support. So it became a frustration, and it was just depression, and it was like, I need something else. And then next thing you know, out of nowhere, I get an email from Kick, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? So I talked to my friends. I'm like, do you think I should do it? They're like, you always said you wanted to try something different. So then I make a Kick account, and I pull it up and I look at it, and I'm like, okay, first thing I see is slots and some other stuff, and I'm just like,
right.
I'll see what it's like, and I try my first stream, and then that first day I got hosted, and I just, I love this platform. And then that's when I came across your channel one time, and then I hosted out to you. And I think that night you guys were talking about relationships, and I was like, that's a kind of interesting.
Oh,
That's an
yes.
interesting topic. So I'm gonna host out to her and see what the energy's like. And then just ever since I did that, I keep going back to your streams. They're lit as hell, and I love them.
Thank you. We have a good time here. And I've seen your streams, and every time you are in there, you always good energy. You're good at games. I'm not good at another FPS game, but he's actually good. You're kind to everybody. You speak to everybody. And I think that that takes people a lot further in streaming than people to just sit there and, they're not trying to engage. I know sometimes it can be like, oh, if there's nobody in chat, it's hard to keep conversation, but no matter what, we just keep it going. Put something out there. Somebody gonna catch it.
Oh yeah. And just to let everybody know, I'm not ignoring chat. We're not ignoring chat. We do acknowledge you guys. That's what I like about the movement. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask us at any time, and I'll give her the floor. She can answer them. Or if y'all, want to ask me any questions, I'll be free to answer them as well. So, a little bit about the movement is I like to highlight the content creator or streamer that comes on the movement, and then I kind of let them, take the spotlight, and I kind of like just highlight them and ask them a few questions, and let it be about them. I'm not, I'm not famous or nothing, but I like to showcase other people's talents and let everybody kind of get discovered. So if you got any questions for me, feel free to ask. But
Listen,
I got a few questions to ask you. Maybe people might want
I'm
to know.
excited.
I'm excited too. Okay, so what got you started? Like, I guess you would say, like, what inspired you to become a streamer?
I think it's something that you kind of touched on earlier, because like you were saying with kind of feeling like in that Twitch space, feeling kind of depressed about certain ways that things are going, and just in general. I wasn't on Twitch for a very long time, but what brought me to streaming in general was just not feeling well. I had been in a really bad car accident. I was feeling kind of depressed. I was like not able to just do a lot of things that I wanted to do. I was feeling I'm also I am in between kind of a job situation. I am a child therapist. I've been doing it for almost 10 years, working with kids in mental health, and it's very taxing. It's very taxing. So I was feeling down. I was feeling burnt out. And I have Yu-Gi-Oh, y'all. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh gamer. I like all the JRPGs and the animes and the things and the things. So I and
Nice.
strategy games. We gotta do the duel.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was just like, you know what? I have the Twitch app on my Xbox. Why not turn it on and see what happens? And I didn't know anything about being an affiliate. I know. Thank you so much, Cool Schmo, for that gifted sub. I appreciate you, King, while we in the cast. Thank you so much. Y'all go show him some love. Um, I wasn't aware that there was like this affiliate program or anything like that, but I found out after I got an email saying something like
Muted.
muted. Am I muted for you?
I hope that's not on my end.
Can
Okay.
y'all hear me?
I can hear you. I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay, cool. Let me just make sure. I mean, can everybody hear Big J too? Okay, I think so. Okay, we're good. Um, oh, I got a email from Twitch saying, "Oh, you're like this far on your affiliate, passive affiliate or whatever." I was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know it was a thing." So after like a week and a half, I think I got affiliated on there. And I was like, okay, this is cool. We've been a little community. I was meeting new streamers. I found a group of African American streamers that, I thought that would embrace me. I thought I could trust them. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
things did take a turn. So my 1 year stream anniversary is October 26th. So I was on Twitch from October to about January 10th. January 10th, I feel in my soul, and it was kind of confirmed that this group of people decided to mass report me because they felt like I was being too sexual by saying titties for biddies. Um, and they mass reported me. And the only reason I know that it was a mass report is because I had already heard whispers about these people didn't like that I used my body and da 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 da. And I'm just like, I'm a thick ass girl. There's only so much I can do. I'm like, the men be shimmying and twerking all the time. I can't do a little shimmy to the camera. And I've been doing it for 2 months. So I'm just kind of like, all right, so this is a targeted thing. It's not like Twitch just now is feeding us.
Right.
So this has brought their attention. So that's fine. When I got that 60-day ban, I was like, it's all right. No weapon formed against me has ever prospered. And then 2 days later, y'all, somebody told me about Kick. And she was like, they're going to have a 95-5 split. They're going to have their own.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think it froze. Oh no. Oh no. It was getting good. Um, Give her a little bit, guys. So I just wanna let you guys know that we appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's gonna be okay. I know she was having a little bit of issues earlier. We're just gonna sit back and just enjoy. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me. And I got you guys. I got you guys. No worries. Hakuna Matata. I do want to say I do acknowledge everybody in the chat. Raider, Lauren Shay, Jade. I'm also lonely. You already know my lonely. I appreciate you, my queen. I appreciate all the kings and queens in here. Uh we'll get it. We'll get it. No worries. No worries. Much love to everybody. This is the most anticipated podcast that like I said, I enjoy every podcast that we have, and I'm just really excited for this one. And the queen is back. Welcome back, queen.
Interaction real quick. Okay, okay. Just a moment.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
Oh
Here we
no,
go.
no, no, you're good. Look, one thing I've learned about this business is that if you're a streamer, you're gonna have these problems, no matter how high or low of a content
Come
creator
on now.
you're
Come
gonna
on
have these
now.
technical issues. That's just part of the game.
That's all right. I'm gonna restart the stream now, and then we should be good to go. Jeez
Okay,
Louise. Okay. Okay. I think
take your
we're
time.
back. Thank you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I see the Mercy. I see Zetsi. I see Cyber. I see Jade Core. I see all the people. Thank you so much. And make sure I follow you back, Jade Core. We're gonna keep it rocking and keep it going. This Wi-Fi thing, y'all know, it's gonna fix itself.
Hey Raider, definitely, you're not a streamer if you don't have some technical difficulties. That is true. That's
That part.
facts. And yes,
That
let me
part, y'all.
make sure I give Miss Lauren Shay a shout out. For those that don't know Lauren Shay, she is the first class partner with Kick, and that's big things. I tell you, a lot of people just don't understand how important this is, not only for her but for us. And I love seeing everybody make it, but this one right here, it definitely hits different, and I'm proud to have her on this show, and I can't thank you enough. I can't. They gave me the shout out for me. I'm gonna pin that. Y'all make sure y'all show her some love. There we go.
I think I made sure I pinned the podcast.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. It's your boy Big J doing the Movement Podcast with Miss Lauren Shay, LA, and not from Louisiana.
As much as I love it.
I had to say that one. But yeah, it was just, what we were on was your journey, what inspired you to start streaming. You were talking about how you were on Twitch, and then you got email to go to Kick, and then they were talking about the pay 95.5. That's where we're at, and then
Yes.
it just
Yeah, and it just snowballed from there. And you know what I'm super grateful for the most is I'm grateful for the people that did when we, because we had a little thing going on Twitch. I was already growing on there, and I know people didn't like that. Those crabs in the barrel mentality people,
Oh
they
yeah.
hated that because they were like, "Dang, how is this girl doing the same numbers as me?" And I've been doing this shit for 5 or 6 years. She's been on it for 3 months. Energy, y'all. Energy. The way you treat people, the way you do things, and everybody's grind is different. And one thing I always tell people is don't compare your grind to anybody else's. That's where y'all get caught up and getting your feelings, and it just gets nasty. So I really appreciate the people that did come over with me from Twitch, did not know shit about Kick, and was like, we just gonna rock with you and we gonna see what happens. And it is all, like I said from the beginning, no weapon formed against me has prospered, and everything has gone exceptionally well. We are, again, one of the first partners on the freaking new, not even around for a year platform, and it's amazing.
I gotta say that you said it well whenever you said you can't compare yourself to another streamer. You just can't do it. When you do that, that's your downfall, because and this is what I tell people day in and day out. Your successes are going to be your successes. You can't go off of your successes from another streamer's success. Everybody has their
Mhm.
time. Everybody is like a flower. They blossom in their own time and own pace.
That's right.
Okay, so we got a question. Let me see, off the rip. Jade Core. Okay, she goes question. So with being a woman and wanting to be themselves, how do you get over people saying she is doing this for attention, or she is so much cleavage, etc.? I have personally ran into that.
Okay, so let me address the first part. Anybody that streams wants attention. So yes, I'm doing it for attention. So if anybody tells you, if anybody comes at you as a streamer, which is so silly, 'cause I know, cause girl, I feel you. People do that, and I'm just like, yeah, nigga, I got my camera on, wanting to talk to people, wanting people to pull up. So if anybody says, oh, you just want attention, yeah, I want attention. Why else would anybody do this? To me, it's just so silly. So you can give them that. You can give them that. And then what was the second part? The second part was about the cleavage. What was it about? I'm sorry.
Let's see. Or she is so showing so much cleavage, etc. I have personally ran into that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then again, I want attention. I'm just kidding. Here's the thing, y'all. When it comes to cleavage, when it comes to not having cleavage, I've been a busty ass girl since I was in the third. I've never won a training brawl. It's just been. It was like a C cup in like third grade, and then it's just been boobs and breasts. Thank you, Meowsifer, for the 10 gifted. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Please shout out Meowsifer. Thank you so much. I'm also in a podcast right now, so if I don't put your name on the list and all that stuff in real time, it's just because I'm gonna make sure I give my respect to the host. And I will absolutely put you in my giveaway and all those things. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Y'all go follow Meowsifer. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, on along those same lines. Sorry, my earring don't fell out. You don't took my earring off, meow. Thank you. Um, got me shook. Thank you. When it comes to the boobs thing, so again, I've been a well endowed thicker sister my whole life. So one thing my mom always, anytime I had to go dress shopping or had to go get a new uniforms or whatever, it always be like, oh, your boobs don't fit, oh, your boobs, oh, cover your boobs, oh, you're doing too much. So one thing that I've done as a grown ass woman at 29 years old is decide I don't give a damn. If I want to have my titties out and have a little cleavage and feel sexy and feel good about myself or whatever, I'm a do that. I'm a be that. I'm grown. And if anybody wants to judge me for that, we don't need them around. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing to that is that I don't always just have because some people would call me a titty streamer. Oh, people like her because she has big titty short tears of time. We have done non-habit wear. We've done long, covered up, all the way to the neck. We've done all those things to the things, y'all. And there is no data I can give you to be like, oh, on my booby streams, we do better. Because honestly, no matter what, the vibes are always the most important thing, regardless of how you look.
She also said at that, she said, thank you, say it louder for the people in the back. I love that energy. I love it. I love that energy. Let's go.
Yeah, titties be titties.
All right. Let's see. So my next one I got. So let's see. It says some of the games that you are favorite to stream, or what games do you like to play?
Ooh, yes. Okay, because I know y'all be. I can't wait to answer this one because y'all know they tried to hold me and say, "Oh, she's not a gamer." Yes, I am, y'all. I've been playing games a real long time, but I am. People say I'm more of an entertainer, and yes, I am an entertainer, and I do game. So I'm a JRPG streamer. So games like Final Fantasy, Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts,
nice.
Dragon
Oh,
Quest, all that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm doing something called Scarlet Nexus. Like those are my,
nice.
and then I also do like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I started on Yu-Gi-Oh! Fall Guys. I have a Switch now. Shout out to Switch.
Hey, let's
And we
go.
will be doing more Mario Party and more Super Smack. Grew up on mostly Nintendo games and PlayStation, and then I inherited this Xbox, so I've become an Xbox girl because of that.
Hey.
But yeah, so those are the I like everything. Except for FPS games, and I love watching you guys play them. But when I play them, they give me a head like a really bad headache. I think I have a motion sickness thing.
I totally understand it. I totally understand it. So there's certain games like like I like to watch like like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Like I like watching people play that, but me playing it, yeah, I'm not the best at it. So I'll leave it to the pros like you to do it.
Thank you. And I'm a sucker for a turn-based game, y'all. So if you guys have games in mind that you guys know in chat are turn-based RPGs, please let me know. It gives me time to think.
Okay, I know you said you play Fall Guys. Have you ever played Gang Beasts?
I have not. I see people play it all the time.
I know they just added a new game, Party Animals. That is a really good game. If you haven't checked that out, you should check that out. It's really good for the
I'm gonna
community to
check that
play.
out.
It's fun. It really is.
I'm gonna check it out. I see you guys playing it and it looks so much fun. And I'm like, let me get in on the things with the people.
Oh yeah, I love it, and I can't wait to see you guys get on there. And if you ever invite me, I'm down. I would love the game with you guys. Okay,
Please
so
come.
whenever you're streaming, and this is just for everybody, so whenever you're streaming, what is your like your go-to music that'll hype you up? Like what'll keep you going?
Usually a lot of Meg The Stallion and Nicki Minaj. We usually gonna open the
Woo!
stream with some girls in the
Yes,
hood, or some kind of
yes.
trap queen. And I also do a lot of emo vibes. I do a lot of rock. We had a listening party on Monday that was all rock vibes. I just went to the youth concert. So I'm a music lover. Actually, when I was a kid, and I still to this day can't really sleep without some kind of sound on.
Hmm.
But I remember when my parents would try to put me to sleep as a baby, I just would not fall asleep unless we were watching music videos and I'll just knock out. So I'm just a music lover at my core.
Oh yeah. Me being the 80s baby, I love all kind of genres. You got to give love to the R&B, hip hop, of course. You got rap, you got rock, you got metal. Like I listen to, like you got Evanescence, you got Creed, there's
Oh,
so many, you got Lenny Kravitz, like you got so many different like groups and so many different.
everything.
Yes, you got your Ushers and your Michael Jacksons, your Prince, you got all of
Oh,
those
I love
different.
all of
I'm
them,
telling you,
all legends.
and all of them, I just play music, and I'm hip to it, and I'm going. Shout out to the 80s and 90s. I mean, I love everybody, but 80s and 90s babies, you already know what it is.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is. I love my 80s babies,
Oh,
okay?
shit,
I'm
yes.
29. I'm 5 years shy of being an 80s baby, and I'm mad about it.
Hey, you know what, it's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm 86, but you know what, I'm starting to get the salt and pepper beard, but
Come
we
on
doing the damn
now.
thing. We're doing the
It's
damn thing.
seasoned. That's what I call it. It's a seasoned look.
A lot of people was like, you should dye it. I'm like, I used to be one of those guys that growing up was like, I don't know if I could do it. But now that I look at it, it's really not that bad. Really not that bad.
Right. You good.
So let's see what other questions we got. So we got what are some short-term goals that you have?
Short-term goals. Okay. Well, right now the shortest of short-term goals we have is to reach 10,000 followers and 10,000 subscribers. We're at about 9,800 in subs and about 9,800 in followers. So we're gonna see which one hits first. But that's the short-term goal. Another thing that I would love to do, and I don't know when KitCon is going to be, but I definitely want, if not to be one of the main hosts, of KitCon, I would like to have a booth. I would just like to have, a little booth, a little spot, a little something. So those are my
Hey.
short term goals. And then also, like, I always put goals every month. So right now my October goals include helping people reach affiliate, subscribing to 20 new people. This month I'm going to be raising money for breast cancer. I'm going to be raising money for domestic violence, because domestic violence awareness month as well. I'm a part of two different. Nova Court is hosting something for domestic violence. Make sure we shout out Nova Court. And the Mercy, who was here earlier, she's doing something for breast cancer awareness and raising money. So I'm going to make sure I support both of them in their causes. So those are some of the short-term things that we're doing this month. And it's my 1 year stream anniversary, y'all. So we're doing a PC giveaway. I got a
Oh,
lot of short-term goals. I think
nice.
about it.
Nice. Hell
That's this
yes.
month.
Oh, yo, listen, anything can be accomplished, and you know more than anybody, it can all be accomplished. What are some of your long-term goals that you might have?
Yeah, so for long-term goals, I definitely would like to be either a reality TV show host or host an award show, like a gaming award show, or like, maybe the Emmys or something like along those lines. So I've always been interested in acting, singing, music, hosting. Actually hosted events before 2020 at an event space where I used to host these events,
Oh,
and
wow.
would have like, a marketplace, and then you'd have a showcase where artists would come and showcase their talents, and it was a whole thing. But unfortunately, the guy who owned the building lost the building in 2020 because life, life.
Yeah, yeah.
So I lost that gig. But long term, that is what I would like to do. And my lifelong, outside of career and things like that, would be to be a wife and a mother, y'all. That's the ultimate goal. Everything I do, all
Hey.
the judgment, all the stuff people give me for doing certain things, it won't matter when my baby is rich.
Hey, I know that's right. Yo, I know that's right. Say it loud and proud, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah. But I could definitely see you being a host to one of those events. I could definitely see that. Or even your own TV show.
Yeah, I would love to have the Lauren Shay LA talk show. I've actually talked about doing a TV show. I pitched last time I did a podcast with Claudia. I pitched him my show ideas. I'll pitch you my show ideas just real quick. Two ideas for streamer shows. So my first streamer show will be called Match Found, where you get paired with somebody who, and you go on like a date. It's like a date,
Okay.
and it might be somebody who's like a Valorant player or an Apex player or whatever. You put them on a blind date, and they're both gamers and streamers, and you see what happens. It's called Match Found.
Oh,
And
nice.
you and the person, like, it's like one person is featured. They go on multiple dates, but it's all streamers. It's all just streamers, and you pick your favorite match at the end. So that's
Oh,
my one show
nice.
that I want to do.
That would
My
be a good
second
one.
show is called Stream Wars, where it would be kind of like The Voice, and you would have somebody like, I could be like one of the coaches, maybe somebody like Extremely Cold, Amaze, one of the other partners and stuff like that, and we could
Hmm.
have a little team, and we're trying to make our team have the most subs or the most followers, and then somebody's team is like the top stream team of the season.
Hey,
Like,
hey. Yeah, that would be, you can't go on either or. I honestly, if you could do both, I would say do both. I mean, I could see both of them being
right?
being on and popping. I'm just saying. I mean, that's just me outside looking in. I can see both shows turning out really good.
Thank you. I hope so. It's gonna come one of these days.
Okay, so let's see. So what all platforms are you going to start focusing on now that you are partnered here on Kick?
I'm gonna continue, of course. I mean, it goes without saying with Kick, of course. But I'm trying to expand with YouTube. I actually started on YouTube for people that try to give me hell and be like, oh, she ain't been streaming that long and da 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 da. Yeah, I haven't. But I've been in content creation since 2011 when I was a junior in high school. So how about that?
Oh,
Doing YouTube, doing Instagram. I was a social media manager for different people's Instagrams, all sorts of stuff that I've done. So I've been around. I know my way around some social medias. And my main social right now is Twitter. I'm finding Twitter to be the most lucrative way for networking with people on Kick, at least. I know TikTok is where it's at, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with the Kick.
hey.
TikTok is hard, damn it. It's hard. It's intimidating. I'm old.
Look, you say that. Look, they on there. pop lock and drop. And I'm like, I remember back in
I
the day when
did.
I used to get down. Now I get on there, I'd be then blew out a knee or something. They'd be like, oh, cut.
Yeah, yeah. Like cut. Like cut.
Oh
Oh my God, it's
yeah.
so crazy.
I'm telling you, TikTok is a whole different breed. I'm happy over here. Every now and then I post something on TikTok, but man, that's definitely for the youngsters, man. I be trying. I be trying. I be
Well,
trying.
I'm like, dang, if I could just tap in, but I just can't get right.
Hell yeah. Whew. So let's see. What do you want to see come from this platform or platforms? Like, like what you would like to see, like I guess like in the present or in the near future or anything like that, like any cool features or anything like that.
Absolutely. What I would love to see on this platform in particular is I would love to see the front page diversified. And I don't mean just have different groups of people. I'm not talking about have black people, you have white people, you have Asian, not all that. I'm talking about category diversity. So on the front page, you always gonna see slots. Yeah, unless you turn it off, because there is that option. We're gonna talk about that because I had a whole situation with somebody talking about pools before this, and whatever.
Yeah.
Off then. You don't like pools, real quick. You don't like pools, or don't like slots. Turn it off. Stop talking about people though. Let people do their content because it is content. Shut up. Okay.
I
Moving
agree.
on.
I
Moving
agree
on.
with that. I agree with that. You guys definitely should check that out. They do have an option that you can
They
select
do.
not to see it. They have that.
Turn it
So
off.
a lot of people complain about that, and that is true. You can turn it off. You can enable it or
It's a
disable it.
slider.
It's a
It's a
it's an easy
slider.
click.
So I hate it. I just had a whole thing with somebody on Twitter today, and I wasn't trying to get into it, but I was like, you know what? No, because what you're not gonna do is be talking about people behind their back. But either way, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after the podcast.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
we'll talk about that in the community chat. Um, however, uh, what I would like to see is category diversity. So yes, you're gonna see slots all the time. You're gonna see just chatting at the top. You're gonna see Apex. You're gonna see all these different ones. All the FPS. It's always gonna be front page. What I would like to see is on certain days, maybe we can have art be the main category, or meditation, or I know some people do DJing and things like that. Like you almost never see that on the front page for at least like, as the categories that are featured. You don't see them as often as the other ones. So
Right.
I would love to see that more. A great idea that somebody had during the OG podcast we did last week was to have the top row perhaps be like featured streamers, like people that are partners, people that are quote unquote big popular streamers, whatever you want to call them. And then I'll have a row for like just completely new streamers on front page. New that they've been here for like a week. Maybe they're affiliates. Maybe they're not brand new. Maybe they're affiliates, but they're like up and coming. So have a row for your people that are quote unquote established. Then have a row right beneath it for the people that are growing and on the come up. That's what I would love to see this do. And I would love for the creator program, the creative incentive program to continue to expand like it is. Like new metrics just came out today. They are trying to offer these salary hourly payments to more people than just the 33 people that's in the partner program.
I did see that, and I didn't know if you were allowed to talk about that kind of stuff or
Oh
not,
yeah.
but um I honestly like it. I talked about it in the Discord. I posted in both my personal Discord and then my community Discord. I haven't heard too much feedback yet, but I think that it's pretty good. I mean, if you think about it, it's like it's where it's manageable. It's like it's not too high up where it's like too far fetched where it's like, oh, I can't ever see. But it's where you have to put in the grind. You got to be willing to put in the grind, put in the work,
Yes.
and you got to be willing to just keep at it. Nothing in life is ever given to you. Nothing in life
Right.
is ever given to you. So you have to be willing to work and put in the work, put in the dedication and support, and it'll eventually come back. And as time tells, it took me 5 years to finally, get verified on Kick and then get partnered on
Mhm.
YouTube. So it definitely takes time. So I think that it's a good incentive I think the requirements are really good. I think that they are really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I we'll probably talk about it in the community sometime later in the week. We'll dive deeper into it. But just my general thoughts, because mind you, the partners, and they put it out there. I love that they bolded that shit too. These metrics are helped be created by the partners. The first class helped. So it's like if you hate it, blame them niggas. If you love it, say thank you to them niggas. But yes, we were, they do ask us for feedback. It's not, oh, Lauren said it should be 1,500 followers. I actually did say it should be 1,500 followers. I did. So when they said 1,596, I was like, ooh, that's kind of my contribution.
Hey,
Because I do feel like there should be something you should have to work for. It should be something that not everybody, it should be something that everybody can do who's willing and able to put the time and the work into it. And I think with the changing of the two-tiered system, where it's kind of like if you're IRL and gamer, it's a little bit different for like the music versus artist type people. At first, I kind of felt away because I'm like, well, we didn't do that for people that are verified. Like verified, you have to have the same amount of requirements, just period.
all around.
Um, so when I thought back, I felt like there was going to be more backlash on the fact of like, well, why hasn't it always been like this? Why haven't the measurements always been different uh, for different categories? And I do my other critique with it was when you talk about niche. There's just so many categories that could fall under a niche, but either way, I'm seeing this. I've seen a lot more I've seen a mixture of both, but so far I've run across more positive than negative, and the fact that a program is even being developed like this is amazing. So let's roll with it. They're hearing y'all. They're trying to work it out so that it's attainable, achievable, but also something that you have to work for.
I agree. I know, I when I seen it, it's like I wonder where would I fall into that category because I do a little bit of everything. Like I do podcasts, I play
Hmm.
music, I variety stream
Right.
games, and I'm like, where do I fall into this? Like I'm just trying to figure it out because I do a little bit of everything. I do just chats, podcasts, music, gaming, the whole
Right.
shebang. I wouldn't even know.
I think that's actually good feedback. So I wanna bring that up because we meet like every week and we discuss these things. So I do want to take note of that. What about variety streamers that genuinely do like you do a lot of music streams and then you also do a lot of gaming streams? Like which one do I fall under? Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, yeah, because like I said, I know a lot of people that has seen the requirements and very intrigued into it and want to get, that class. They want to be that next class. And I'm one of the ones that when it comes, it comes, whether it's in the class or if it's just genuinely when I see the requirements and the achievements and then I can accomplish it. But either way, time is precious and you know what? Practice makes perfect. So if I don't get it right away, that doesn't discourage me. That only tells me I need to improve in my game. And you know what? That means I need to step up and do what I got to do to get to that next level.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the time it's just you keep doing what you're doing and freaking killing it and they're gonna take notice. It's just some things just take a little time. Just take a little time.
I agree. And I just want to take this time to let everybody know that um even though I may have gotten verified, even though you have partner streamers and stuff like we don't forget about where we come from. We always like majority of us, the good ones, we never forget where we come from, and we always give back to our people. And we can't thank you guys
Right.
enough. Without you guys, we can't make this happen. So it's and they have people that talk about a lot of different situations, and it's a give and take. A lot of people go to a lot of communities expecting to get love and support, and sometimes that's not how it always works out. So I also would like to say that when going to a community expecting, it's not gonna be in your favor. You have to give love to get love,
That's right.
and when I started off streaming, I expected to like go to a lot of communities and just make a lot of friends, and that's not always a thing too. Not
Yeah.
everybody's. So in a way, I can honestly say I started off wanting to be everybody's friend, wanting to be cool with everybody, and then kind of just as time went by, kind of toughened the skin, and learned a lot.
Unfortunate too, Big J, that you have to do that because I too am that kind of person that just I come with arms wide open. I remember so how bad it felt to be that girl that was left out a lot. So anytime I have the opportunity to make somebody feel welcome and feel received and feel seen, I think that's such a blessing to be able to do that in this space. So now that I have had to become a little bit more guarded about what I do on my platform and the way I interact with people, it sucks, but you got to have healthy boundaries or else, people just walk all over you.
That's true. And and it took me a little time to realize, even though people are saying that they're in your corner, may not always be in your corner. I've noticed the ups, the downs, the smiles and frowns. And it's just, we have to understand time is precious, and I know a lot of people are upset and get frustrated when people don't go in their streams, but you have to realize if they're even taking the time to go into your stream to say hi or how's it going or how you doing, that should mean something, because they could be doing anything
Yeah,
else. And I just want to point
right.
that out there. And when you come into my stream, or when anybody goes to my stream, it makes my day, because you guys could go on anybody else's stream, but you guys, show me love and support, and
Love
it means a lot. It means a lot.
every time.
Exactly, Jade. We are all human. We have in real lives. We all have real
Yes,
lives. Exactly.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. And the people that I wish I could see all the time. And sometimes, let's be honest, you guys, sometimes you gotta have nights and times to yourself to just chill, to just relax. I know sometimes when I have my nights off and I'm like I'm in support mode and I do pull up on people, I do show love. But there's some nights where I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna be on kick at all. I'm not gonna be on kick today. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm refresh and I'm gonna come back. And I know that I've had times where people be like, "Oh, well, you're not streaming today. Like, why can't you come to my stream?" I'm like, "Nigga, because I don't feel like it. I'm gonna watch Jujutsu Kaisen and play with my whatever, you know."
Yeah. And honestly, and it sucks, because they should know that we love them, but it's like if we're not in their stream all the time, they feel differently, and it's like, yeah,
Ego in them. You're
yeah.
too good for me. Ah, shut up.
Oh man, listen, we can do this. We can do this. Look, I told everybody, I was like, man, what people don't realize is the movement is the movement. Anybody can speak how they want to speak and tell how they want to tell, and it is what it is. And and this is yeah, we here, we vibing. I see you, cousin, saying it whisper. I see everybody. Cyber Striker, I see you. Much love to
Everybody, make
everybody.
sure you go follow Big J Two Lit, who is hosting this podcast and just freaking killing it on the movement. It's gonna be on YouTube as well, y'all.
I appreciate that. And if y'all haven't followed Miss LaurenShayLA, make sure you follow her. This is the queen of kick. I had to say it. The queen of kick. The queen of
Thank
kick.
you. I never accept the title, so I know some people give themselves that title, and I let them do what they do. But at the same time, we all kings, queens, and royalty. So
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. I agree. I agree. Let's see. Honestly, any let's see. Any major collabs that you have in the present or near future?
Besides with you,
Yeah, besides with me, yes. Yeah, yeah.
because this is major. Just so you know, just to
This
be
is
clear, this is already major. So thank you for again for having me.
thank you.
So next week on the 15th, I've got a podcast with Sin X, who is a queen. I forgot where she's from, but she's amazing. She does FPS. She does just chatting. She's like all booked up on her podcast for like this month, and I'm like, yes, queen, you better have your podcast booked and busy. I love that. So I'm gonna be linking up with her. It's SINN_X, just in case anybody in my chat can do a quick shout out. Love you guys, mods. We're also doing a Halloween party towards the end of the month with some of
Ooh.
the OG podcast coming up on the 11th, and then Nova Court with the domestic violence month week. That's gonna be October 16th through 19th, and then the Mercy with the breast cancer awareness event. I'm not sure what day that is.
Nice. Is the Halloween party that you guys are doing, is that like a community thing, like in your Discord, or
It is. It'll be in
okay?
my Discord, I believe. Sugar Bears Club, who's one of my mods in here, she came up with it, and we're gonna do costume part. I think there's gonna be a prize for the costume person and all that good stuff. So
Nice.
it's a
If if we can make that happen, can we get your Discord link to anybody that may want to join and participate? Because I know I would like to. That sounds cool as hell.
Sure. They can either I can put it in. I'll put it in your chat.
Okay.
I'll
Let's
put
see
it
if
in.
it,
I'm not gonna
it
put it. You have it so that I can drop links in your chat or no?
do they have it? I can set that up real quick. I just know that
If not,
and don't
I'll just drop it in. I'm gonna drop it right here on the Discord chat for you.
okay, don't they have it where you
And you can just
can
copy it in and put it on your page. There it is.
okay. Okay, I got let me copy link. Bam. And paste.
Discord, y'all.
All right, y'all make sure y'all join that Discord. It is lit. It's on and popping. Look, yeah, they already know what it is. Most of my people already know who you are, Lauren. And listen, I gotta say, I did not know until, like I said, when I hosted out to you that night, and every time I go in your stream, it's just on and popping. I cannot lie. Like no cap, as the youngsters say, no cap, no cap. It be on and popping.
Right? Thank you.
And I can't wait. Like I don't even know. Like I've been thinking, I've been thinking like what I should do for Halloween. I got a couple of things. I thought about a few things, but I don't want to give nobody no ideas. But I plan on turning up. I plan on turning up for Halloween for sure.
Okay. Listen, can't nobody do what you gonna do like you though. You know.
Hey, right. I got a couple of things. I honestly thought about doing a couple of paintings like every so often just to let people know I'm in the Halloween spirit. So every so often you'll probably see me with some face paint or a mask or something. You never know. What's up, Dan? How we doing, Dan? Ventures? I see you. I see everybody. Much love. If y'all haven't followed the queen, make sure y'all show her some love, yo.
Thank you. People coming from your chat like Whisper and King Bush. Thank you guys.
Hey.
We shimmy around here.
The shimmy.
The shimmy, the 60-day ban shimmy. I actually have messaged Twitch support the other day. I sent them a picture. When you gotta send some nasty pictures to your ex to show him what he's missing out on. I sent Twitch support a picture of my partner picture on Kick and my link, and I said one man's trash, and I left it at that.
Hey. It's
crazy. That on my Twitter.
It's crazy because like they say, like you said, one person's trash is another person's treasure.
Sure is. Fine. Shit, I was telling my mom about because I tell my mom, do you know what kind of revenue and kind of income these, because y'all be supportive as hell. And then I'd be thinking, I'm like, dang, if I was on Twitch, they would have taken, I mean, thousands of dollars I would have been out of this year that y'all as a community, especially in my chat. So my chat, I always say, is made up of real hard-working mothers, fathers, parents, in general, guardians, grandparents, people working in fast food, people are engineers, people are IT, people are in college. Like we are boots on the ground people, and also a lot of us stream too. So I don't take it for granted when people support us. So to think that your hard-earned money that you're trying to support a certain person with, half of it will go to Amazon.
Oh yeah,
kills. It really bothers me.
Honestly, and I went over there and I just, like I said, when Mixer ended, it was almost like we really didn't have many places to go. There was like Facebook Gaming, there was Trovo, and there was YouTube. And at that time, not many people really talked about YouTube, so like Twitch was a thing back then. So like everybody went to Twitch, and like I said, the first year was really cool. I ended up getting I got a total of 3K followers over there, but like it was crazy because like I didn't really care for the money aspect of things, but I wanted people to chat, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is whenever you're in there supporting, like you don't have to give financial. Like financial is cool, but it's not obligated. So like when trying to get partnered and things like that, they just need you in there and chatting, like so. But over here, it's a little different, so you gotta kind of need it. So it is what it is. Yeah, you kind of need it, in order to get up there. You gotta, so yeah. So I definitely gotta say though, real recognize real. And I always said this, ever since I was younger, always know your worth. And my thing is I may stream on all these other platforms, but at the end of the day, no one can tell you how to condone and conduct your business. You are you're your own businessman or woman, and can't nobody tell you how to run your business. So with that being said, wherever you're happy at, that's where you should stream. And
Absolutely.
I know people that frown upon people that are on Kick, and then you already know, you see it on Twitter every day.
Yes. And then and a piece of advice for those people that you don't like Kick, or you're apprehensive about it, or you think that it's just a platform full of troll. Spend a day here. Spend a day. Check out some different. Don't just look who's on the front page. Go really, like, one thing I like to do on my days off when I'm trying to be supportive. I go down to the very bottom of whatever category, whether it's Fortnite or just chatting. Go down to the very bottom and go look. Okay, who is that person who has just nobody watching them? And there's a lot of diamonds in the rough. So
There
when
really
you allow a
is.
platform to be defined by just the actions of a few people that you may not like, you miss out on the opportunity to see all these other thousands. Literally, there's like 20 million people on Kick, of people that you guys are missing out on because you're judging the actions of one person you don't like.
Right. And and that should not ever be the case. And and I really thought about it and stuff. I know what I said on Twitter and stuff, but I really thought about it. I talked to my queen, and I was like, and we came to the conclusion, like, we should not let one person or other people dictate
Right,
how we run our business. Like, that person does not represent
right.
us, that those people do not represent us. So you should still be able to stream on whatever platform you want, no matter what people are doing on that platform that doesn't involve you. So
Right,
we're
exactly.
our
If
own
y'all
people.
streaming
So
on Twitch, y'all keep streaming on Twitch. Y'all do what makes you comfortable. Just know I'm banned over there, so I can't support you. Go over to Twitch. Your girl can I can love you from outside the club, but I can't get in.
hey,
Lego.
Lego, hey man, I'm telling you, I could keep doing this. Like I said, I know, I usually do my podcast for about an hour, and then I wrap it up. But man, we definitely got to do this again.
Whatever you want to talk about, Big J, I'm not limiting you on no time. So whatever you want to talk about, I am all ears.
I usually kind of just, I kind of like, I do a little intro. I let everybody know, who the content creator is, and I kind of just give the spotlight to the person that I'm, collaborating with, and just, kind of let them do their thing. And I don't know if you I asked all the questions. Did you have any questions you may want to ask me? I mean, I know this is our first collab of many to
Yes.
come, of many to come.
Absolutely. And I would just love for you to be able to talk about what you would like to see from Kick as a platform, because maybe that's something that I can chime in. I always tell people it's good to advocate for yourself, but if there's something that's like, hey, can you run this up for me, and I got your back, and we can run it up together, just throw it out there. So what's some stuff you want to see different on Kick?
I know that they were talking about the whole kicks thing, which is equivalent to bits on Twitch. That'll be cool. I had this idea where I thought about it, like the co-streaming thing, like how you could co-stream with somebody. They have like
Yes,
two screens. Like, it'll be me and it'll
yes,
be you. That would be excellent. That's a mixer feature right there. And I definitely think they should bring that back.
I
Another
like
one,
that.
the what is it? The hype zone. I think they should bring like a kick zone or something like that.
I heard the hype zone.
They should bring the kick zone, or whatever they want to call it, kicker zone, or the kick movement or something. I think they need to bring that back. I'm telling you, so many different things that they can bring to this platform, and this platform would just be
And break down what the hype zone is like, because I was never on Mixer, but I always hear people talk about they need to bring a hype zone. I'm like, that sound cool, but
okay. So, say for example, somebody is playing, I want to say, I'll use an example, someone's playing Apex, right? So it's like
okay,
you and another team, so you're the last few people. It's like four teams left, for like three teams left. That's when the channel, that, let's like say for example, that's when like the kick page will highlight your channel, And then next thing you
Mhm.
know, a whole bunch of people come in there and just hyping you guys up and like, hey, it's going down. And they're there to see if you get that, get the win. If you don't, then it's like, hey, we're here. You probably got a few follows and so it's basically a way to engage and hype up the streamer and hype up the whole platform itself. So like it highlights new streamers or old streamers. It highlights streamers that are like in clutch moments, having great
I like that.
epic moments.
I like that. KZ in my chat is saying I miss that so much. You want to hear us? So I agree because it helps the newer streamers. Yes, yeah. So I think that we're kind of along the same lines. That I'm saying I would love to see more diversity as far as like category, as far as putting more smaller streamers on front page. If a kick zone is something that could do that, I will try to pitch that too.
That would be cool. I mean, I have many ideas. I can always run it through you if you like them, and you can.
And you
Hey,
can also go to your, I'm telling y'all, and I love because some people will tell me, well, oh, can you do it? And I'm like, yeah, I can. But Kick also likes to see initiative from the individual. So if you know you have a great idea, go talk to Santa Maria. Y'all see him on Kick Andrew. Y'all see him all the time on Kick. Or go talk to Polly or Eddie. I've talked to Eddie. We had a nice exchange last week. These people are not unattainable. It might take him a minute to get back to me. He got back to me right away, and I was a little bit like, oh, excuse me.
hey,
But it might take them a minute, but they want to hear from y'all.
that's awesome.
So fun.
I kid you not. I have to tell you a story about Eddie. So
Yeah.
one day I was like, it was on my mom's birthday, July 29th. I'll never forget it. I woke up, I was like, I don't know if I should stream. I stayed up really late, and I was like, I don't know. And then here's my boy Lost Boy and Hill House, and they're like, man, let's just wake up and get on Farlight 84. And I'm like, all right, fine, why not? So I get up, we're gaming, not even an hour into the stream. Eddie comes into the stream and he gives me 100 subs, and I'm just freaking out, and I was like, what? Like, oh, like, wait a minute, my alerts is going crazy. I'm like, is this legit? And then I look, I was like, it's legit. Man, probably
Oh
one of
my
the best moments I've
God.
ever had in the streaming platform. That's
So
just to tell
deserving
you.
too.
That's just to tell you anybody can get blessed.
Yes, they can. And everybody should be blessed. I feel like whether you're a partner, a affiliate, whatever level you're at, because everybody on this platform, there's a couple trolls and all that, but people work
Yeah,
really, really hard. A lot of hardworking people. So there's a lot of deserving people that don't think even if you're not verified or even if you're not a partner, like these people will come around.
yeah,
They will come
yeah,
around.
yeah. Because even my boy Lost Boy, I want to say maybe a month after, if not a month, Eddie hit him up with a really crazy he gifted him, and I was just like, see, like it could happen to
Amen.
anybody. Like,
And I mind you know my ass has been on the platform for 10 months. Y'all know Eddie pulled up last week on Mod Appreciation Day, dropped that 200 for the mod squad. That was hella dope. But you know what, Eddie? I told you when you was in chat, and I'm gonna say it again. It had been 10 months. It had been 10 months. And you sat up here and you said in my chat, what did he say again, y'all? He said, what did he say? He said, oh, you're a hard one to catch. No, I'm not. I'm here Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. till midnight, from January to now. But I thank you, Eddie, for catching me. And I told you your face, and I'm going to say it again. Yeah, you tried it. I love you, though, but you tried it. You feed me. You feed me. Okay. Thank
oh
you.
man, I love the energy. Oh my gosh, look. I can keep going. Like this is what I love about podcasts. You just keep it real, chopping it up, having a good time. Look, I just thought about popping open the bottle.
Come on now. If anybody has a question, please go ask it in Big J2 Lich chat. You can see his YouTube and his Kick are up on top of my pinned messages. So you have a question about Kick. You have a question about, experiences as an African American on a platform, experiences as a woman, as a newer crowd. I haven't even been streaming for a year, y'all. So if y'all do have questions, please feel free to go ask them in ask them in his chat though. Don't ask me in mine. I need y'all to go over there and make sure y'all connect with my boy. That's why I'm
Hey,
telling you to go ask over there.
I definitely appreciate that. I'm like I said, I'm here for the people. I always wanted, the chance to just be able to speak with like-minded people and just, give that experience to other people and give people, the inspiration and motivation to want to stream. Because I feel like at the end of the day, we all want to be up there, but in order for us to be there, we have to have that common ground. We have to have that knowledge. We have to, we have to be around the people. We have to surround ourselves with positive people.
Right. That's what I tried to do. I tried to be a positive person
It's hard.
until people
It's
sometimes try to
hard.
push you the other
It's
way.
listen, Lord, look, I'm right there with you. Look, you be nice until it's just hard to be nice. It's like when you put your foot down, it's like, oh, we don't. Hey, it's like you've been poking at me for all this time. Now, when you want,
Right.
now the gloves off. Now
Come on now.
you don't
And
want the
here's the
smoke.
thing with the internet, and I know you all the more seasoned in your ways. I'm from the streets. I'm from 140th and Main Street. Um,
Hey,
Play with me, don't play with me.
straight
Okay?
up, straight
So
up. People don't
when
know.
people get these, come on, when people get these Twitter fingers that do all this talking, all this, I'm like, we don't do all that talking where I'm from. We don't do that. So it just lets me know. I'm like, okay, so you've either never been in you've never been in a real fight. You've never been like through some real shit in your life. Like people that like dox people or like swat people or like talk crazy on the internet. I'm like, oh, you've never got your ass beat. I can't wait. Don't make me be the one to show you, motherfucker. Cause I'm 4'10", I'm 150, 106 some pounds. I'm not the biggest thing. I'm not the tallest thing. But I will fuck you up if you come for me or anybody I love. Period.
Hey, that song that Tupac said. I won't say the whole thing, but it's I ain't the killer, but don't push me.
Exactly. Exactly. I remember when these bitch ass people try to threaten to swap me and trying to put on my address, my parents' address. I keep the strap right there. There's always a strap in arm's length. Come for me, because I will send you.
And that's wild, man. People shouldn't have, and, and it's crazy that people have to go to that because
Right.
reading the chat. What?
What is Panda saying? Hey, Panda.
But I mean, it's true though. It's really true. Ah, I tell you
God.
though. I tell you, it's like people don't realize. It's like we give you guys the best entertainment we can. We try to have a good time, but it's like it's those people that try to take us out of our comfort zone. They wanna rattle us up and then expect us to still be all smiles, and that's not a thing.
Right.
Like I'm
Yeah, that's
from
what kills me the most.
I'm from Southeast Texas, and I mean people know, H Town ain't that far from here. They call it Little
It's
H out
not.
here. They call it Little H out here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Now, and I got people in Texas as well. Thank you again, Iceman, for that 1 month sub. Y'all don't know Iceman. You know Iceman, Big J?
I met him through another homie. I met him through another homie.
I think it was Devil Luna or somebody had posted about him some time ago. So we connected on Twitter. I'm like, okay, good vibes, good time. And I finally got to catch him today live. And I'm like, oh yeah, good vibes, great time. So y'all make sure y'all plug up with him as well while we doing this podcast with the king, DJ Too Lit. Y'all make sure you connect with him.
I appreciate that. Much love over here and much love over there. Like I said, I'm all about bringing all communities together. I see the big picture and I just see all content creators working together.
Yes. And that's another thing that I always encourage people, especially for a newer streamer. Thank you to Zyra Bottom again as well for gifting. She's a founder. She's amazing. And one thing that we did early on Kick is we did a lot of collabs. I still do collabs. It's a great way to network, you guys. So if there's an opportunity, if somebody's doing like for example, Luminestra does Fall Guys, customs, what do you call it? Custom rounds, y'all know. So I'm like, okay, you're a new streamer. She's a bit. She has some popularity. She has community. Join her Fall Guys customs. Meet some new people. Network, but come with that genuine spirit. A lot of people you can tell, and I can tell some of y'all even in the chat. Yeah, y'all might not be in the chat right now, but some of y'all earlier. I know the ones y'all be here and y'all don't be here about nobody but yourselves. And let's be honest. You are not here to enjoy me or to support. You are here to try to boost yourself in a way, and you try to use my platform for you to somehow get raised. I'm all about helping people reach affiliate. I'm all about helping people get verified. I'm all about all that good stuff. But I do not like people that are. It's just so obvious. Like some people come in chat and they'll just be like, they'll go to somebody in the chat, and I always tell people to meet new people, but they'll be like, hey, just followed you. Hey, just followed you. Just dropped you a follow. Just following you. And I'm like, okay, you're not here to be a part of the stream. You're here to try to get people to follow you and connect with them. And I see you doing it in the chat, and it's a little annoying. Or you're trying to get me to come watch your stream while I'm streaming. You're like, oh, I'm doing this on my stream. Well, that's great for you, baby, but that's not what we're doing on my stream right now. So I don't
Right.
need to hear about it.
So I could definitely look. We could definitely touch base on that, And I tell people all
Come
the
on.
time, especially if they've been streaming for more than a year or two, like you got to have that common courtesy. You got to know. You got to know when, and there's a perfect time and a perfect place. And I always told myself,
Right.
never go in somebody's stream and say, "Hey, I'm going live," or "I'm about to go live," or "Hey, I've just
Please
followed you," or "I
don't.
followed that." Like you don't do stuff like that. That stuff will get you banned instantly.
Thank
Let
you.
and this is the thing. They're comfortable saying it our streams, but will they go to like the Tap Man? Will they go to like will they go to will they say the
Talk
Ninja
about it.
stream?
When you do that kind of exactly, you don't do that shit elsewhere. You want to do you want to talk about mamas. Yes.
Yeah, but they'll come in
Yeah.
our stream and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, I followed you," or "Hey, I followed this person," and it's like, "You want a cookie?" Like,
Right. Yeah, and I'm always been the person that I do encourage people. I'm like, hey, meet somebody new in the chat. Go talk to people, but don't come in. Just it be so obvious,
it's
and it's
just
just like,
it can make the chat really awkward. It's
cringy.
like, yeah, it's
Right.
like
It's cringy.
I'm
Sometimes that's
all
why in my
oh
chat
no,
talk is really
you're good. And see, we're all about love and support, but there's a way to handle your business, and that is not the way to handle your business.
right.
So
Oh my gosh, what happened to my headphone cord? Oh. Here it is, y'all. Sorry. Here we go. One more time. Everybody's singing about. Here we go now. All
hey, so I hear you
right.
singing. Now the real question is, are you a singer? Because I hear you sing. I seen you like get the little guitar thing and you would play it. You be lit. I'm telling you. There'd be times where I would go to sleep and I wake up and I see you live and I see you just getting there with the guitar. I'm like, what? Look at her
Thank you.
getting it.
We
It'd be
do
lit.
not play a guitar for real, but I do keep my prop guitar for the people. I do my little
Let's
thing.
go.
And I do sing. So I've been singing since the first time I ever sang or had like a little part. I was like in second or first grade, and I played Diana Ross doing "Stop in the Name of Love." Stop
Hey.
in the name of love.
Hey.
Before you break my heart, I did that. I did that.
Hey.
It was fun. It was fun. I remember I was like, oh, I kind of like this. So yeah, I've always been in choirs. I actually got a full ride to my HBCU, Wiley College,
Oh
for being in
wow.
choir.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. That is awesome. As much as I would love to sing, like I always wanted to be like the Luther Vandross kind of guy.
Come on.
As much as I love art and R&B and all, I'll leave that for the pros. But I could definitely say you have the talent to sing.
Oh, thank
I wish
you.
I did, but you know,
I appreciate it, and I wish on my one regret is I am a smoker. I do smoke the marijuanas, but I do just wish I had taken better care of my voice because I used to be able to hit certain things, do certain things that I don't know if it's just. I'm sure it's partially because of smoking, but also because of age and just not taking care of myself in certain ways. So my quality of sound have deterred a little bit, but you can always work yourself back. You can
that's
always
true.
work yourself
That,
back.
that's true.
But you gotta be real with yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Does anybody in chat have any questions for me or the Queen Lauren Shay? This is normally where I ask people if they have any questions. It's a little over the hour.
Take your time. If you guys have any questions, just make sure you go to Big J 2 Lit. Go to his stream. You can go ask a question about anything. Just don't be Rude.
You got that
I have
Texas
one
accent.
rule in my chat. There's only one rule in my chat is choose kindness. And I feel like I shouldn't have to have multiple rules. And because I feel like that kind of just handles everything.
I appreciate that. You could be a country star with the Texas accent. So okay, okay. So I know. So I'm a former Navy brat. My dad was in the Navy. My grandpa was in the Army. A lot of people may not know
Well,
that.
for your service.
I did a lot of traveling, and I've been in Florida State. I mean, Florida. I've been in Washington State, and it's really nice out there. It's really nice in both states, and I've been around. So my accent isn't the average Texan accent. So
Uh huh.
I appreciate you, Queen.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm like, I don't have a sub badge in here. What the hell is going on?
I definitely appreciate
Jesus.
you.
Jesus. I got you, King.
And a lot of people used to give me a hard time whenever I would move. They'd be like, "You don't sound like you're from Texas," and I'm like, "What?" I had to deal with all of that. They'd be like, "Oh, you sound all proper and stuff," and that used to really hurt my feelings
Oh,
back in the
no.
day. They used to say I sound so proper, and I'm like, "What? What? Like, they act like I chose it." Like,
That's my least favorite thing because you know what especially in my experience, and you know what they're almost saying is that black people talk a certain way, or Southerners especially talk a certain way. So when you speak with you're articulate and you speak well, a lot of people will equate you to talking like a white person. That's what I got growing up. I got, oh, you're an Oreo, or oh, you talk like a white girl. I'm like, why? Because I'm not talking like this all the time, and that's what you think all black
mhm.
people sound like this all the time. We don't know how to talk. Yeah, some of us sound
Yeah.
like that. And I love those are my niggas. Listen, we all raised different, but some of us are not, we just don't talk like that. I will never, and I hate when people put people that speak a certain way down. I will never put that down. It's just that I don't. That's just not always how I speak. So when you equate speaking articulate and speaking a certain way to a certain kind of race, you just make yourself look like an asshole.
Facts. And when I got older, I realized that, and like I said, growing up, it was tough. It was tough. Even though I was
Mhm.
born, and raised like in the hood, like I've seen both the goods and bads, the pros and cons on both sides. So,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, you have your ups and downs, and smiles and frowns. But let's see, what is Queen Lawrence in your favorite game on and off stream or off stream? So that's a
On
question for
and
both of
off.
us. Yeah, on and off.
Um, It's probably the same. So and you know what I like about this community is I'm able to feel comfortable playing the games that I truly enjoy and not feel like, oh, I have to play a certain game because it's entertaining. For example, like I feel like I know people do FPS games and they genuinely enjoy them, but if I was a Fortnite streamer, I feel like I would possibly increase my viewership because Fortnite is a popular game. But I like JRPGs, so if I like playing my little Scarlet Nexus or my little Final Fantasy, like that's just what the fuck I'm gonna do. And if you decide to watch it, cool. If you don't, whether it's on or off stream, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right. Um, I like to see. I'm a variety gamer and streamer. So on stream, you'll catch me playing different games. It just I guess it depends on the mood. So like I always like the game with my friends and family. So like a lot of the times I'll play a lot of multiplayer games. So you'll catch me playing games like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or you'll see me playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or Fall Guys, or just different games that includes a lot of people. I've always been one of those people that likes to get the people involved. I've never been one of
Yeah.
those streamers that will play like solo games. If you catch me playing a solo game, it'll be rare. So
I see. And I'm so solo game. And that's I like that we have kind of that opposite. And that is so then and I know some with the question was like, what do you play on and offline? You almost will never catch me doing Fall Guys offline. You just won't. But I will do it online because it is entertaining, it is fun. I like to play it with y'all. But I will just not I'm just gonna be sitting around playing Fall Guys. That's just not me.
right.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Oh
anybody.
yeah, yeah. So Fall Guys is one of them games that you love to play, but at the same time, it just gets on your nerves.
Oh God.
That Party Animals that just came out, I love that game. I definitely think you should try it. I think we should just get both communities together and just have a good time.
Oh yeah. Man, just let me know when and where. I know sometimes I can be hard to catch. I'm not missing, trying to miss nobody, trying to miss nothing. But I would love to, if I could get things, scheduled ahead of time, like how we did, I'm
Hmm.
good to go. Some
Okay.
people ask me the day of to do certain things, and I feel bad 'cause I'm just like, I just, I either had something else already going or I'm just not available and I feel bad. But if you give me at least like a week or a couple of days in advance, I can always try to coordinate something.
Okay, I'm down with that. What's up, Zolden? I see you on YouTube. Uh, Kame Khan, I see you. How we doing? Hello, hello, welcome, welcome in. It's your boy Big J. I'm in here with Miss Lauren Shay LA, and if y'all didn't know, y'all make sure y'all show her some love on the good old kick. I do have a command. Can we shout out over there?
Thank you, love. I'm trying to see. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm like, why wasn't my headphones charging? Now I think they are.
Let me see if this will work.
Do you think a background? Let me see. Sorry. Do you think a background makes a difference in your stream to gain viewers? Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good
Bertha Matt.
question. Very valid.
Um, do you want to speak to that?
Um, you want me to go first and then you could go, or do you want to go first and then I go?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So honestly, people have said that having backgrounds is pretty cool and everything, but the reality of it is that they're gonna be there for you, your personality. Having cool overlays or cool what is it? Panels, having cool panels and stuff is cool, but
Right.
they're there for you. They want to get to know you and genuinely
Right.
like you know try to support you. So if they're there and they see all of that cool stuff, it's a plus, but initially they're really there to get to know you and want to support you. So I always tell
Yeah.
people that the chat is very important and you always want to engage with the chat, and that's why I don't like playing, no offense, I don't like playing games like Call of Duty and stuff like that because it's hard to engage with the chat. And just like Lauren, I engage with my chat more than anything. My chat is
Right.
top priority versus the game because I can play the game all day, any day,
All the time.
all the
Right.
time. I play the game when I'm not streaming, so I don't take the gaming part serious. I take the chat very serious. So you can hear a lot of people that game, they're like, "Oh, this is my last game," because they get frustrated because I'm paying attention to the chat and not the game. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
exactly.
get
And
real
I and I
frustrated.
and I understand that. And I like that you said it that way because it is the chat is always gonna be top priority because you guys are real people. Then it's gonna be, playing the game, whatever, because sometimes people want to actually watch you see a certain game or watch whatever content you're putting out. And then I feel like, yes, as a number three, does your background and does the atmosphere of your space make a difference? Do I know if it's gonna help with your viewership? I don't know. Does it make a difference? Yes, I do believe it does. I do believe when you see certain people like little lights or you see a little name in the background, like ooh, fancy. They put a little investment into their stuff, and that's fine. But it doesn't mean that the person that has all the bells and whistles is gonna just lap me up because I got a cat thing right here and I got a black blanket up covering my window till the light come in and I got some boxes from Elgato in the background. Because y'all don't usually come in my stream for that. Y'all come to vibe with me and you come to vibe with Big J. So those are the most important things is how you treat people and interact with them first and foremost. And then all the little bells and whistles, it can help.
Right. I agree. I agree with that 100%. Let's see. With it
You guys have any
being
other questions, feel free to ask them in Big J 2 Lit chat. You can, if you ask me mine, I'll let him know as well. But I prefer you guys to ask questions over there because he is hosting and just doing a killer job.
that's perfectly fine. Mr. Gas, what's up, everybody? I just want to say I acknowledge all of you guys. If I didn't read any of your questions, I do apologize. Don't know, just know that I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just trying to, keep everything going. Let's see. Let me ask. When you both were introduced to Kick as a platform, what was the one thing or things you liked back then compared to how the platform has grown as to your community have grown?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. Oh, I do miss the early days. It wasn't that long ago. But Oh, but I don't know. I miss how much everybody when it was only a few of us, because things have to grow and they have to change. But when it was only a few of us, I do wish the way we kind of just all just support each other. So like a lot of people that were here early, like myself, like AVX Nation, Llama, Yuppie was one of like the first people I think ever on Kick. Just a lot of different streamers. Cole was here early, Lily, Stella, a lot of us, and so we would all just be in each other's streams all the time. It didn't really matter. It was just a few of us, and I miss that, and I do miss. We used to do like Among Us nights together. Just a lot of more community type stuff that we used to do, and then we kind of got to get back to the root of that. And I feel like everybody, because the platform has grown a lot, people have gone their different ways. I go about my stream and my community a little different than some of the people that I started with are going a whole nother direction now. But I do miss the early, just how everybody was just like, it didn't matter. It was just like, you on, I'm supporting. There's only five of us and just chatting. We gonna all be each other's chat.
Facts.
Only five. How about you? Because when did you start on Kick?
Let me see. I think it was it had to have been around March or April.
Okay, that's still pretty early.
March or
I mean, it's
April,
not even
yeah.
been around for a year, y'all.
Yeah, so it was around March or April, and then I got verified in August.
Oh,
Yeah, and then no. I take that back. I got verified in July, and then in August I got YouTube partnered.
ooh, let me make sure I have you on YouTube first of all. I'm talking about everybody else having you on YouTube. I get everything. So can you speak to us? So for those of us that don't do YouTube like that, what does it take to be a partner on YouTube?
So what it takes to be partnered on YouTube. So they changed the requirements. I know at first. So everything that they have, they still have. So to get the full access, you need 1,000 subscribers. You need to have a total of 4K hours watched, and you have to have 3 videos uploaded. There's other things that you can do to get them as well, but I think that those are probably easier. So to the minimum requirements now is they just added this a few months ago is you have to have 500 subscribers and you have to have a total of 3K hours watched, and then you need 3 uploads within the last 90 days. So they did lower the requirements, and you know what, I just want to say I appreciate everybody because it was a grind, but we did it, and I just want to say I thank you guys.
Wow! Congratulations. I love to see people winning. And some people, and can I tell you that one of the worst mentalities to have, especially when you're in this kind of streaming content creation space, is to not root for other people or to ask why them and not me.
Right.
Because anybody that got to where they are has put a lot of time and effort, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Kick, wherever. So I will always clap for everybody because that's an accomplishment. I love to see that.
I appreciate that. And like you said, are they really your friends if they don't celebrate your celebrations? So like I celebrate not only my celebrations, but I celebrate my people's celebrations as well. Because
Come on.
at the end of the day, don't you want to see your friends succeed just like you? Like I'm about it. I want to see my people succeed. I want to see y'all succeed. I want to see me succeed. I want to see us all succeed. Like, can we all
Every
succeed?
time.
Yes.
It's not that hard. There's enough room at the table for everybody to eat, and people come with a mentality of, and I get it. People, the way people grew up and stuff. Sometimes it's like shit. It's dog eats dog. It's me versus you at all times. But that mentality, it just will not take. In my opinion, won't take you.
It won't. It won't.
That far.
And you know what? And I was just talking to Mr. Butter. He was streaming earlier,
Oh yes.
and he's a good guy. And I know he's newer to the Kick, streaming side. And he was saying, there's a lot of food on a plate. There's a lot of food on the table for us all to eat, and I agree with that 100%. There should not be anybody starving out here. And there's another thing too. People should not be, what's the word? I guess you would say selfish when it comes to bringing their communities to other communities. Because I know a lot of people talked about this, and I want to say, you want to say it because I know you want to say, I know you want to tackle it. Okay,
I'll
so
tap in after you.
because how I feel about it is if you can't bring your community to another person and invite them to other communities, then that tells you that they're not confident.
Right.
I invite
Right.
my community to all my people. They already know. I invite them to anybody and everybody. I have no shame in my stream. Like I'm very confident in
No.
my streaming and my charisma and stuff. So I know my people. They'll be around.
They'll be fun. And that's what I hate this idea of um poaching. I hate this idea of, not to say it doesn't happen, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I can't stand this idea of, if, for example, let's put I see Sugar Bears Club is in chat. Sugar Bears Club is one of the mods. She's always here. She's always showing love. Let's say Sugar now starts either hanging out with you on your streams, or she even starts modding for you in your stream for some reason. Okay, wonderful. I love to connect with, but some people will literally see and they'll feel betrayed because they're so possessive of these human beings that they don't even, you haven't even met a lot of people in real life. So how dare you be possessive over a human being and try to say like, oh, you mod for me, you can't be modding for everybody else.
Oh,
So it's
that too.
crazy. And then you get the poachers and you get the people, and this can go one of two ways. Do I think that people look at people's leaderboards and be like, okay, I'm gonna start? People, I know for a fact, people see Twist and Jays and they will go to him more. Sometimes they'll say certain things because they've seen that he is a top gifter. That is something that, if you're a big gifter on the platform, I'm sorry, you cannot escape that. However, you can navigate it, and you can know who's really about you and know who's really for you, and who is just there trying to get a come up. We can people treat me the same way. I be gifting people too. And I know the ones that be like, oh, I hope when she's here, she drops a bomb. Like, no, not today. I'm just hanging out this time. You know what I mean? But yes,
Yes.
but if you are a person that leaderboard watches, I do think that's cringy. And if you're looking for people that are top gifters and trying to connect with them because you think they'll give you some money, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna get nothing, because they can
Exactly.
smell it. We all smell it. It's like blood in the water. A shark can just take it and snatch you up. You know.
And it took me a while to know that that was a thing. And yeah, it's sad, but real recognize real, and we all know who's here for each other and who out
Okay.
here.
And some of y'all be looking a little unfamiliar. Unfamiliar. Dismissed.
So I like what Gamer Bar said. I'm gonna read this real quick. He says, or she says, my bad if either or. I haven't heard any music on either of your streams tonight, but I hear a lot of people play music. Once you get verified, it is easy to play music without getting muted. I'm asking because I'm tired of the music I'm playing, but I'm not trying to get banned. I love how both of you are vibing naturally, by the way.
Thank you, Gamer
Thank you.
Bars.
Thank
And
you.
can I say the one thing about the music is that, so I always play music on my streams. It's just, I'm not doing it because it's a podcast, but there's always gonna be music. I literally can't think without it usually. But if we're talking, we're good.
Right.
Um, and don't be nervous about it. I know you're not. Are you not supposed to do it? Hell yeah! I'm about to play Mean Girls on my stream. Am I supposed to be playing it? I don't think so. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be giving feedback on it. We're vibing. We're having a good time. And if they tell me, "Oh, Lauren, you gotta stop playing the music," I stop playing the music. But ain't nobody said nothing yet. And I don't think it's because I'm verified or anything. I've been doing this since I started. So
Yeah.
go for it. Try.
Yeah.
My mom always
Honestly,
says the worst thing people can tell you is no.
yeah, true. So and that'll even be something that I can even say. So like when was first streaming over here, and then when I seen that verified was a thing, I kind of just stuck to one category, and I was playing music. So I would play music and just vibe out with everybody. And whenever so I never had any issues. I never had any of the staff come in my stream and tell me I had to stop. So
Right.
if a staff member comes into your stream, and which a lot of the times if they do see that they need to go on your stream, they will let you know if you need to stop what you're doing and do something
They'll
else. So
tell you.
I'll tell you.
And what they used to do, they used to just be shutting people down. They would just, turn off your stream. That didn't happen to me, but it has happened to a few people I know. But I do think that with the music, I think they'll give you a warning at least.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I like about the staff versus other platforms. They at least they will give you a warning and kind of let you know like, hey, play something else or do something else. Like
Hmm.
So I will give them that. You know, a lot of other places they won't even tell you that. They'll just,
Yeah. Yeah,
email.
when I was on Twitch, that was one thing that I learned very quickly is I tried to do like an emo karaoke night and like nothing worked. I was like, oh shit, why isn't the music playing? It's because Twitch mutes that motherfucker. That's why. I was like, oh. So apparently people are like, oh, you have to do it in Discord and then I was like, oh no, that's too much. So we never do
Yeah,
karaoke stuff on there again, but we do it on here on Kick.
and it's live and it's lit.
Okay?
Hell
Tell
yeah.
them.
Do we have any more questions? I know Lauren is a busy content creator, and I don't want to keep her going if I don't have to. So I know you a busy bee. Okay, you a queen out here. So I know you
Thank
represent
you.
Kick, and I know you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want
Thank
to keep
you.
you any longer. So
I know.
if anybody has any more questions for Miss Lauren, feel free to ask them right now. If not, I'm gonna wrap it up and post out.
Yes, let me know, you guys, if there's any other questions following this interview. That by the way, Big J Tulit has done a beautiful job hosting. So let's make sure we please everybody go follow, everybody go show love. He's a king, he's a dub, he's a youth master partner. He's a sick mixer partner on YouTube. He's an amazing person. So please plug up and meet somebody new if you haven't already. Immediately following this, I'm going to be joining a Discord watch party to watch the movie Mean Girls. I know October 3rd was yesterday, and it's a celebration of Mean Girls and all that shit. So we're gonna be doing a little girls' night thing right after this. So if you want to stay tuned for that, stay tuned.
Are you gonna still stream, or are you going
I'm gonna
to?
still be streaming. I'll be
Okay,
streaming.
okay. I already know it is what it is, and you know what? I want to say I appreciate you, Ms. Lauren. You are the best, and it's been an absolute honor having you on this show, and this is gonna go down for one of the best podcasts I've had.
Thank you.
Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
gosh, I'm glad. Thank you, just for even inviting me again, and I can't wait to do a part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you just hit me up whenever you want to do a collab, whatever you want to do. You a real one. We good.
I appreciate you. You are as well. I had a good time.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So let's see who we're gonna show love to. I already know who we're gonna show love to.
Oh Lordy, let's all go find somebody. I just kidding. I'll be here a few more hours, y'all. Thank
You already know
you.
what it is. Yes, much love. So let me go ahead and get the party
Yeah, make sure y'all
started.
subscribe and host and gift subs and do all the things. Do donate, do all the things. Not for me. Do it for Big J. Make sure you do that as you meet him and get to know him. Thank you for the thing. Tell him chat.
Let's
Big
go.